Good morning, everybody. It's a nice frosty morning. Looks pretty cold out there, but I'm indoors and keeping warm. Hopefully my boys are going to keep quiet for 5 minutes so we can get on with tile number 16 of our Advent. Gosh, it's going so quick, isn't it? And look here, I've actually taped most of my pieces together. There's just two that I've not been able to. They're sort of down here in this area, but I'm finding it quite a lot better actually, just to sort of put everything together so I can see how they fit, because this one, as you can see, it's going to be sort of trying to work it out how it fits together on all sides. So just as before, on the back I've actually got all of them facing the same direction, so I know that if I do take them apart, you see, I know that it's actually at the top there. So if I just turn that over, you see, all level, all the same. So, okay, let's make a move then. See, I'm just going to put that one back in. But here we go. What have I done with it? Okay, that one's going to go there. And this one's going to go there. There we go. Now, I don't particularly need that one in, but I thought it'd be nice to sort of keep it there. All right then, so same as before, I'm going to come in first of all, and I'm going to add in that middle line, or middle-ish, you see, down there, so it joins with that one and across there. I'm not going to move it around too much because it's a little bit precarious. It's not quite taped down. It's just holding it so I can sort of see what I'm doing. So let's go a little bit bigger there. Hello, good morning, everybody. All right. Oh, there we are. There we go. All right. So first of all then, let's have a look. We've got this is going to join in with this, and we can tell by now that, you see, we've got this sort of stepped idea. So this is going to be higher up than this one. So it's a bit, feels a bit funny because you see that seems to want to go that way. And this is where we have these little issues we need to solve as we're going. So I'm going to draw in a line anyway and sort of see where that goes to. Let's just then zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to take these at some point. Make a decision. Okay. Take those bottom ones off just to help a little bit. There we are. So how's this going to work then? Well, because we've got this angle, it's going at a different direction. We could change it slightly and bring it into suit. Okay, we'll worry about that in a short while. So first things first then, what I want to do here is I want to bring this one in. So it's going to be a bit larger than the others. I think it's going to be a middle one. So where these were going this way, these ones are going to go sort of more this way. Okay. And then, of course, I've got my pencil lines here, so I don't need to worry too much about those ones sort of matching, because I know that I can draw them back in with pen. You see how that goes there? Okay. I know, Bev, I thought we'd do it before breakfast this morning. So here, I'm going to bring that one in, and then I'm going to create a line in the middle there. So I've got a bit of a space. I can bring that out as a bit more of a curve now, I reckon. So this one we know is going to be taller than this one, which is going to be taller than this one, which is going to be taller than this one. Okay, so that sort of seems to work. Let's get that put in pen, see where that goes. So here we go. That's going to join here, you see, taller. And then if I draw that bit in, see, the nice thing now, look, I can take that all the way across there. And then let's put that one in on this side as well with pen. And then this one as well. Bring that one down in with pen there. And then here, let's make that one. See, it's got to be a little bit taller than that one. But then I can bring it all the way down and across into there. And then along here and down. Again, that's just sort of going to come at the bottom there. And this one, I can join it there. So actually that doesn't look too bad at all, does it? We've got that little bit in. So looking at the gaps now and the spaces here, let's just fill those in so we can see exactly where they are. Okay, so we're going to repeat this familiar pattern now. And you see I'm following down those lines, so I've got a sort of a similar shape. You see how it follows along, and then along here I work my way around, and then into this one. So that's given me that top shape that sort of is a bit full, sort of gives it the same line all the way around there. There you go. And into that one. So then looking at this here, I've got these longer lines coming through. So I'm going to finish those too. They're going to come to sort of a natural point. Okay. And it's sort of, doesn't matter if they're slightly different lengths, because of course it depends on the space you've got. So this one, let's put that line in first, so we've got again some sort of consistency across the piece. And then this one's going to follow this way, and then this one is going to come down this way. So I'm just going to join that there. And the same with this one, down there, and of course just sort of keep that going. Oh Debbie, you are going to be a little bit busy. So you don't have to do it all at once. You could just sort of do a couple a day. You'll catch up. Be fine. You see here I've got this line, so let's sort of bring that one in before I put that last one in there. And I've got two little bits here as well, you see. So then I'm just going to put those little shapes in like so. Okay, so far so good. Not too bad at all, that. So let's just move it along a little bit, because here we've got a little bit of a design as well. Now this, I think, should have actually done this and not come to a point at that particular tile. So rather than sort of change it about, I wanted to show you how we can change, you know, we can make it look as though it should be where it's going. So what I'm going to do with it is, I can't take this point further down, but what I can do, because I've got space, is put something in front of it. So if I go from, say, here to maybe along here, you see, so we can sort of cover that bit up a bit. Let's put some little bubbles in there. There we go. And sort of puts that in the front now. And then here, morning Maureen. Morning everybody. So let's put some little loops in there. Okay, so it gives it a very distinct front section. You can put some bubbles in there too, you know, and just fill that gap. It very definitely now looks like it's in front of that one, doesn't it? So this one, we don't need to worry so much. So I am going to put those lines in. I think it just goes to show that if there is a place and you think, oh, that's not quite right, or it doesn't match, add something else in. See, I'll put a line there so it looks like it's going round. See, add something else in and make it fit. So rather than stressing and thinking you've got to redo it, you don't have to at all. It's just got to have something there that, you know, makes it look a little bit more as though that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so this little gap here, we're just going to sort of finish that off a little bit, and you can see we've got this area, so this is going to go along, and then so is this. So this is going to have some of those sort of little swirls, and then here, just to sort of reiterate this shape, I'm going to simply, let's have a look, let's put just one in over the top there, so we can sort of continue that design there. And then any little gaps. So here I can fill in that gap, and then I can add some bubbles just like the tile next to it. And this little bit here, I'm not going to do anything until I put this in. Once that's in, then we can finish this little design going along here. So, all right, with that sort of all done and drawn, let's just raise, I've got sticking to the table. Let's remove those pencil lines now, we don't want. There we go, just a little crosses and marks. And then bring in a regular pencil. So I'm just going to remove those just a little bit so we can see what we're doing there. And then see this one, they're sort of on the right hand side, but they're pointing that way. So this one I'm going to do on the left at the top. You see? There we go. And I'm going to have to just sort of put that one in there. So I've got that. The top one here, I'm going to go for both sides. There you go. So working my way down, just going to do a little bit down there. Oh, you see, I'm just going to add a little bit in on those ones. And then because these are going sort of overlapping each other, I'll add a little bit there. So I can go all the way down into the other tile being that's joined together. And then we'll just add a little bit around the outside edge. Okay, not much more to do there really. It's okay. It's coming in with our tortillon. And let's soften these off first. And again, once you've put this together, however you choose, whether you're going to leave a gap or whether you're going to actually physically stick it together or stick it onto another piece of cardstock, then you can come back in and you can add your pencil again, or you can add your whole pencil if you've not done that yet. As I'm doing this, so if you want to do it, you can see exactly where I'm putting my shading. But I think it's most definitely, I'm going to come in and do a little bit more of it once it's together. There we are. So that was a pretty straightforward one, wasn't it? We've solved a little problem with that last tile, getting it to join together. We've added a little bit in that wasn't really on the original piece, but that's okay because we don't know what the original piece looks like. It just goes to show that you can just make things work if you need to. These little bits, just going to add a little bit to the top there. There you go. And there is number 16 done and sorted. So it didn't take long at all. It was just making sure that we get this little piece here. Hold on a second. This little piece here sorted out because, yeah, we've got a point there and it should have come down. But that's okay because we've got that in front now, so that's fine. And then, of course, it was matching this piece up. So if we just sort of zoom out a little bit and have a look at that. Look how that's starting to come together. So we've got that one and this one. See how they're sort of starting to all form. So this one should be pretty fantastic when it's done. And I don't think it matters what colour you've done it on, whether you've done it on tiles or in your sketch pad, doesn't matter. I think it's going to be absolutely stunning. So, okay, number 17 tomorrow is actually going to come down this first row. So it's going to join two tiles at this bottom end. And yeah, so getting on pretty quick now. It seems to be speeding up, doesn't it? So there we go. Hope you have a lovely day. And I'll catch you a little bit later for our number 302 tile. So see you then. Bye.